And we welcome all of SFL Nation to Lexington, Kentucky, where tonight we will find out who is making the Simulation Football League minor playoffs. Along with Justin Reside, I'm Cameron Irvine. Salt Lake receiving unfortunate news earlier tonight because Tacoma got the win. That means all Salt Lake can do is play spoiler to the Lexington Miners, who are hoping for a playoff trip. All they need is a win. They're out with a loss. Welcome to Kentucky, Justin. How you doing?
I'm doing it. Just, my flight was a little delayed from Las Vegas here to Kentucky, so.
Not the easiest cross-country trip, and, unfortunately, all that happened in Kentucky this week, our hearts are with this entire community, and Lexington's going to try to put the state on their back tonight. They are in with a win, out with a loss. It should be a fun one.
Yeah, it should be a fun one here. Salt Lake trying to play spoiler, and Lexington controls their own destiny.
Memphis also looking on, as is Tacoma, after taking care of business earlier tonight against Ottawa. Tacoma needs a Salt Lake City win. Boise needs a win and a Salt Lake City loss. Kick it, we're underway. Salt Lake on the return up to just the 20-yard line. So we'll be scoreboard watching here tonight. San Jose and Boise just went into the second quarter. They're still scoreless. It has been a punt factory in California tonight as Boise's offense has struggled to get moving. Hopefully we get some points over here.
Yeah, hopefully we get some points under here, not a punt fest to start off.
Punt fests are no fun, especially on a night like this. Want some action. Kenny Slider, 6'4", 225, is the Salt Lake quarterback. The Rustlers chose to receive the first half kick. Slider's pass is caught. First down, the 35-yard line, a pickup of 15 yards. That pass hauled in by Lottie Liu. Tackled at the end of the play by Travis Arthur.
Yeah, good job there by Salt Lake City to start off with what I call a proverbial bang with that Lottie Liu pass.
Salt Lake prefers to throw more than they like to run. Logan Lee is their running back. Lottie Liu, their primary target. Callie Blow signed in week 6, along with a bunch of this very young offense as Logan Lee is wrapped up. Forrest Dalton on the tackle. I've seen plenty of Dalton this minor league season. He's a beast.
Yeah, he is a beast. He is a real big beast, but he is 6'1", 260 of a beast.
Two in the backfield here after the 1-yard pickup for Lee. They're going to hand it off to Lee again behind a couple blockers. Gets it outside, and Logan Lee, nicely done, picks up 8.5 yards. And at the end of the play, there to wrap up was number 93, Ian Rodenbush, but Lee close to a first down.
Yeah, very close to a first down. You just got to run the ball and just sneak it over the line, as they say.
They go heavy here. 8 in the box is Lexington's counter. They hand it off to Lee, and Lee gets around the edge for another first down, favoring that left side early. Dalton on the tackle, but Salt Lake will move the chains.
Yeah, Salt Lake moving the chains. Lee getting that first down, getting more than what they needed, so it's like Salt Lake is right on schedule.
Brian Murphy at tight end. Randy Fatt III is your guard on this offense. 86 and 69, the numbers respectively, as Slider's pass is caught over the middle for a 3-yard pickup. Very slow to get up was Lottie Liu after his second grab.
Yeah, nice job by Lottie to get another catch, but I think Travis Arthur is right there ready to tackle him and bring him down.
Three receivers out in the pattern. Derek Meerkat telling Gore that he doesn't want Lexington to win. It's very confusing this time of year as Slider's pass is caught. That's Liu, first down to the Lexington 37-yard line. Saeed Gore is with Memphis, and he says, let's go Lexington. Now, Memphis, they have kind of the more bizarre night here. So Memphis is in a couple of different ways. It doesn't matter if Lexington wins as long as San Jose also wins, and there's going to be a challenge out there on the sideline. Memphis is in with a Lexington loss, or if Lexington wins, they also need a San Jose win. So just a little bit complicated for Memphis. It's a little bit simpler for all the other teams. Let's take a look at this Lottie Lou catch.
Ooh, let's see. I'm just looking for the 1 foot. Oh, he's in there. He had 1 foot in.
That. Yep.
He had that 1 foot in. Come on, R62, be right.
That looked good to me, and it is good. Ethan Kai wonders how that's possible, but yeah, that challenge is going to fail, and Lexington burns an early timeout.
Yeah. Lose the challenge, lose the timeout. That's how it is in the SFL sometimes. Or the SFLm in this case.
Lexington's situation is simple tonight. They win, they're in, they are out, they lose, they are out. Salt Lake was hoping to play some spoiler, but Tacoma brushed that off earlier with a comfortable 30-10 win over Ottawa. That's a 3-yard gain for Logan Lee, and Thomas Matthews signed in week 4 on the tackle.
Ooh, he's a big boy right there tackling Lee there.
3 wide receivers set again here. Another punt in the Boise-San Jose game. That scoreboard is not broken. It's still scoreless. Slider, all kinds of time. Great pocket. Oh, and incomplete over the middle of the field. I wonder if the vision was impaired there for Grant Hickman as Lexington got a couple of defenders in the area.
Yeah, I think it was probably Kenny Slider saw Isabella Blackwell instead of Hickman there, maybe?
Blackwell, strong safety for this Lexington defense, along with Arthur, free safeties in the backfield. Ty Woodson, Darren Bullock, your pair of corners tonight. Slider, another clean pocket, and that pass is incomplete, just a touch underthrown to Callie Blow, and it'll force a 4th down. There's Travis Arthur again, pretty high up on a lot of boards, Justin Reside, as Arthur hopes to make the playoffs to continue to make impressions.
Yeah, make impressions, make impacts, and maybe, I don't know, he hasn't been talked on my boards in Las Vegas yet, so.
Did you say he has or hasn't been?
Hasn't been talked about in our draft boards.
Well, here's a chance to look at him. A 50-yard field goal for Salt Lake from Jordan Bradshaw, who's staying up late tonight to watch the game all the way across the pond in the UK, and his kick is good. That was good from the United Kingdom, and it's 3-0 Salt Lake over Lexington.
Holy moly, you could say that was good from across the pond, my friend. Holy moly, that kick was real good.
That's a pretty 50-yarder, and Salt Lake takes the early lead over Lexington. First points here of the second block of ball games.
Yeah, first point of we had scoreless deadlock. We still have a scoreless deadlock in San Jose, and now we have a 3 here.
High booming kick. Freeway up above. Lexington on the return. Up to the 26-yard line. Gives us a chance to take a look at Jaleel Usman II, 6'3", 225. Sawyer Stern is your running back. Fullback Scott Powell, picked up in week 7. Wide receivers Zachary Patton and David Garris, both very dangerous. Tight end John Michael Sudduth, number 85, 6'7", 248. That's your Lexington offense. By the way, Corey Dobbins on that defensive front for the Miners. Dalton and Matthews, your linebackers. Handoff to the fullback, and that's Scott Powell picking up 2 yards. Didn't expect that on the first play of the game, Justin.
Yeah, I didn't expect that on the first play of the game either. I thought it was going to be that usual Usman Gears connection we've been seeing all season long, but that was a first.
2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line. 3 wide, 2 to the left. Salt Lake counters with a 3-3 defense. Usman drops back to pass, fires it outside. That's Powell again. Did Powell win a bet? 2 plays, 2 touches to set up 3rd down and 7 for the fullback.
Yeah, I don't know if he won the if he won the Kentucky Derby in the winter or what? Yeah, I guess he's gotten the ball twice on a run and on a pass. It's like, where is that running back for Lexington right now?
Let's see what they go. Play fake on 3rd down and 7. Usman steps up in the pocket, fires far side of the field, tipped away, and it almost found Powell. He was the intended receiver. Unbelievable across the field. Lexington tries to go to the fullback on 3 different efforts. Bogey Barr, the outside linebacker, knocked it away, and the Miners have to punt. That's new to me, Justin.
That is new to me too. You.
It's awesome that Powell's getting the touches, but that was surprising.
I'm sorry, but Powell is no John Truesman, that's for sure.
Not yet, anyway. Powell certainly getting his looks early, and it's up to Lexington's defense to get a stop. Decent field position coming up here for Salt Lake at the 34.
Yeah, here we are again. Slider in the Salt Lake offense, trying to get more points on the board.
San Jose has scored a touchdown. They lead 6-0, trying to play spoiler against Boise. Boise needs a win, and they need a Salt Lake loss, and now neither are happening for the Mud Dogs, who have won 3 in a row after starting the season 0-4. Slider will fire it outside to Lou, and that pass is hauled in for a 7-yard pickup. Tackle on the far sideline made by the corner Ty Woodson.
Yeah, getting back to Boise, I think they're the kind of the comeback story of the SFLm season this year. Starting off 0-4 and then getting 3 wins in a row like that, and now having a chance to get a win and maybe a Salt Lake loss to help them get in the playoff picture or get in the playoffs.
Would be devastating for Boise to win their last 4 and then still come up short of the playoffs. That's what would happen if Salt Lake, or if Lexington were to win tonight. Salt Lake, rather, were to win.
Yeah, that would be a devastating for Boise tonight.
Especially considering that Salt Lake has been eliminated, right? So Salt Lake wins, Boise wins, but Salt Lake manages to keep Boise out of the playoffs. All sorts of factors playing into this, all the head-to-heads and strength of victories as that pass hauled in by Logan Lee picks up a few.
Hey, but it's better than the SFL scenarios we had this past season of season 17. Oh, my goodness.
Well, SFL scenarios are a whole nother ball game where you got 24 teams and 12 making the playoffs. A little bit more simple in SFLm with everybody playing everybody once. You usually can decide much of it on the head-to-head, but it's loads of fun either way. 2nd and 7 at the 49-yard line, just shy of midfield. 5:15 to go, play fake Slider, stops it, and then turns around and fires to his tight end, Brian Murphy. Just signed a few weeks ago. Murphy hauls it in for the first down, and Salt Lake's looking good here in the first half.
Yeah, they're looking real good here. It's like they had great running and then field goal. Now they're doing it once again, this time with a pass play.
Press coverage here for Lexington's defense. 8 on the line of scrimmage. And they fire it outside to Logan Lee, who's all alone, wide open. Someone forgot the running back. Wilkes cleaned up the play, but nobody is on Lee in man coverage.
Yeah, nobody was on Liam. Let's look at this. There was no guys until the tackle was made right there. It's like nobody was there. Where was everybody? Were they out to lunch?
Maybe they were joining the rest of the Lexington offense, sans Scott Powell, here to start the ball game.
Maybe. Who knows?
1st and 10 of the Lexington 32-yard line. 3 receivers for Slider. Slider fires it outside. Pass hauled in just inside the 30. And a rough tackle made by Darrell Bullock on the slot receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down and 4. And, the quarter nearing its end. And it's been all Salt Lake's offense so far.
Yeah, all Salt Lake. Nothing from Lexington. Just Russers running.
And they have stayed balanced, really spread the ball around all over the field. 2nd and 4. Handoff, Logan Lee. Lee is smacked in the backfield by Thomas Matthews. Nice play to set up a 3rd down.
Yeah, that's a whole lot of weight coming at you. Thomas Matthews, 6'3", 223 or 232. God, I got my weights mixed up. God dang it.
Hold on. Okay, Justin. 3rd and 4 at the Lexington 26. It's all right. 3.5 to go in the first quarter. 3 receivers as Slider fires it out in between the hash marks. That's caught by Callie Blow. Picks up a first down, and Salt Lake's in the red zone.
Yeah, Salt Lake's in the red zone, and Lexington's thinking, what do we have to do to stop them? It's like getting ridiculous out here. Got to stop them.
This defense has to be – they have done a pretty nice job bending but not breaking, but this Salt Lake offense, I mean, almost on the field this entire quarter. Slider dropping to throw. Lee is covered, and over the middle, the pass is incomplete. It was a little bit behind the intended target for the 3rd time today. That's once again Grant Hickman. Will set up a second down.
Yeah, go to Hickman, and then the Lexington defense was like, hello, wake up, get the ball, pat it down, thank you.
2:56 left. Boise's punting again. Just a red alert for you, Justin, in case you were wondering. Because we've seen that all night long. Unfortunately for the Mud Dogs. 2nd and 10 at the Lexington 20-yard line. Handoff goes to Lee, and Lee, looking a little gassed at the end of this possession, loses a yard. Tackle by Ty Woodson, who shoved him back. Now it's 3rd down and 11 for the Rustlers.
Yeah, I don't know how Logan Lee felt getting about 212 pounds thrown in there than a tackle there.
2.5 to go. Slider again. Clean pocket. Nobody's open. And Hickman, for the 4th time, is the target. And another sure tackle by Darrell Bullock. The Lexington corners have been doing an excellent job. And he'll set up a 4th down.
Yeah, nice job of containment by the Lexington corners. Getting on Hickman every single time.
San Jose and Boise have just entered the halftime. They'll be going to the 3rd quarter momentarily. 132 yards for San Jose, 96 for Boise. No turnovers in that 7-0 first half for San Jose. That field goal is good for Salt Lake, and they now lead 6-0. And that has to feel like a big win for the Lexington defense after being on the field almost the entire quarter to just give up a pair of field goals.
Yeah, that has to be it's a huge win. You have Salt Lake offense running all over you, and then you get in the red zone and just stop them for 2 field goals.
$152 to go in the first quarter. Just a refresher, Lexington is in the playoffs with a win. They are out with a loss. Boise, playing in the other game, is in with a win, and they need a Salt Lake loss. Right now the Rustlers lead 6-0. Tacoma, who won earlier tonight, they are in with a Salt Lake win. And Memphis is in with a Lexington loss, or if Lexington does win, they need a San Jose win as well.
Yeah, they need to. Memphis is hoping that 7-0 score sticks right now.
It certainly would make things easier on Memphis if Lexington were to lose. They don't want to have to rely on any more help than they already need on a bye week this week after the loss. That is a handoff and a first down to Sawyer Stern on his first carry. Stern picks up 12 yards, and it's the first move of the change of the night for the Miners.
Yeah, finally we have a Sawyer Stern sighting here. It's like, where was Sawyer Stern that whole first series? Where was he? He disappeared. He was like a magic act, like a rabbit. He finally comes out like the rabbit out of the hat.
Great pull block there by Hank Walters, the guard, number 75. Got all the way around the end to seal the edge for Stern to pick up a first down at the 34.5-yard line. 1st and 10 at the Lexington 34 with a nickel look from Salt Lake's defense. Handoff to Stern again, and Stern picks up 1 yard. Still waiting on Patton and Garris and Michael Sudduth to get involved in the passing game, but so far so good for Lexington here. Bogey Barr on the tackle.
Yep, good start to the running game, but we're missing the whole Usman gear show here.
Handoff again. Sawyer Stern got a couple of great blocks. First down and more, 50. Stern 45-40. And Sawyer Stern's down to the Salt Lake 34. And Lexington may not have to pass the ball tonight if that's the way they're going to run. Tackle maybe the slot safety, Jack Fellows. Lexington's in Salt Lake territory.
Holy moly, did Sawyer Stern just become the Energizer Bunny? Because he was running and running and running and running, and then got stopped.
Scott Powell with the great block, as well as I believe that was Garris on the outside. 3 carries for 43 yards for Sawyer Stern. Randy Squarebush, who? 20 seconds to go in the first quarter. Usman. Nobody open downfield. Checks it down to Stern. Stern with a head full of steam. Able to pick up 3. Get what he can. Dedrick Law with the nice closing speed there. Bring up a second down and 7 when we come back from a short break. Salt Lake 6, Lexington nothing. This is the first time the Miners have been in Rustler territory. Still early. The final night of the regular season rolls on in the SFLm on YouTube. Along with Justin Reside, I'm Cameron Irvine. 6-0. Salt Lake leads Lexington. Handoff again to Sawyer Stern. Picks up a couple and gets to 3rd and 5. David Garris was in the mix there, roughing it up in the trenches. You always like to see your wide receivers ready and willing to block.
Yeah, David Garris running to go to block and then just saying, "Hey, get off my halfback there, buddy."
Usman out of the shotgun, 4 wide, nearly a jump there from Salt Lake City's defensive front. 5 in the box. They bring safety on a blitz. Usman avoids it, and then he's sacked in the backfield. A creative play call there from Salt Lake out of the dime 3-2. And at the end of the play, it's Warren getting the sack and knocking Lexington out of field goal range. They'll have to punt.
Oh, that was not good. Not good at all. Salt Lake just bought the house on him. What? Is that a... Whoa. Flag on the punt? Whoa.
An offside jump, and could that put Lexington into Brooke Beisel range? Beisel in another life playing for the Rustlers, now the kicker for Lexington. And this makes it a little interesting. Salt Lake just nailed one from 50. Could Lexington try to boot from 51? And look at that. Brooke Beisel's going to come out. Give it a shot.
Hey, give it one shot, Brooke Beisel, Salt Lake kicker, kicked the long one. Let's see if Beisel can kick it a long one.
From 50, Beisel to Ty Bradshaw tonight. And that 50-yarder is nailed. Absolutely crushed it. And Lexington's on the board at 6-3. What a kick.
What a kick indeed. Holy moly. I think she might have kicked that from Baltimore if she'd even tried.
My goodness. That really looked like that would have been good from 60 yards. Phenomenal kick from Beisel. Now it's 6-3 in a field goal battle.
Yeah, a field goal battle. Here we go.
Pair of close games going on right now. San Jose, Boise in the third. San Jose trying to take a 2-possession lead. A knee. Boy, we've got some strong wind blowing that direction, I think, tonight. You don't see a lot of touchbacks in SFLm. Salt Lake will start from the 20.
Yeah, you wouldn't even see them in the SFL either. Not even at the shipyard in Portland, those kneel downs.
San Jose has kicked a field goal, so now successfully done so. They're now up 10-0. Slider fires it over the middle. That pass is caught for a 4-yard gain. Lou has caught all 5 of his targets. So just going back to San Jose winning by 10. If Boise loses, they are out. Lexington needs a win, and they're in. But if Lexington loses and San Jose loses, then Memphis and Tacoma are in the playoffs.
Go ahead, Justin. Yeah, it's like a lot of flipping and shifting here. Oh, interception.
Picked off. Wow, Lexington with the interception kind of out of nowhere here. Ty Woodson. Woodson and Bullock, the corners for Lexington, have been sensational in the first half.
Very sensational. It's like they have come out like gangbusters here, the cornerbacks for Lexington.
First time Lottie Lou has been targeted and did not haul in a reception. And now the run-heavy Lexington Miners here tonight back out there to try and get some more points.
Yeah, more points. Touchdowns better than tying a field goal.
Usman deep, and it is picked off. And getting up at the goal line, they are ruled down. That is Edwin Crow, ruled down at the goal line and did not have the opportunity to return. That is a very close call. Marked down right there. I think the foot of a Lexington player touched him, and this could be problematic here.
Yeah, very problematic. Wow, that was a jump. That was climbing the ladder to get an interception there, Cam.
That actually looked like a touchback to me on second glance. The ball was over the goal line. That is a difficult call for Salt Lake. The handoff goes to Logan Lee, and Lee is dropped in the end zone for a safety. It's 6-5.
Oh my goodness. I am like shocked. That was just pulling everything out of the hat. And Izzy Blackwell got that one, tackled Lee in the end zone.
Thomas Matthews makes the play, and it makes this second half even that much more interesting. And look at this return on the safety punt all the way up to the 43-yard line. Nicely done by Trent Scarn. And Lexington will set up in good field position.
Yeah, really good field position, but you wouldn't expect the score just to go 6-5 later in the second quarter. What the heck going on here?
Yeah, that's pretty wild. Lexington down 1. But they've gotten themselves back in this ball game after a slow start. Usman looking down the field. Clean pocket. That pass is knocked away and nearly intercepted. There is nothing open down the field for this Lexington passing attack. That's Crow again in coverage.
Yeah, Crow again in coverage. And you're trying to find, I guess, Gears and Sudduth and Patton all in that hole. But it's like there's a lot of white and red jerseys in there.
Sudduth was the intended target, and actually, check that. That's Rick Evans, signed in week 3 to Salt Lake to make the play. And huge credit to the Salt Lake City Rustlers. 6 of their players were not on this team before the start of the season, and while they will come up just short of the playoffs tonight, the fact that they were even in contention up to half an hour ago is a pretty impressive job done by this coaching staff led by Ross Napoli, as Usman fires it outside to, that's the fullback again, Scott Powell picks up 5 to bring up a 3rd down and 4. Usman with a whopping 10 yards passing in the first half.
Yeah, 10 yards, but I want to go back to what you said about the Salt Lake defense. I'm like, these guys, with the draft coming up, I'm thinking some of these guys may be drafted because of this because of tonight and the whole season.
Bogey Barr leads the SFLm in tackles, to your point, Justin. Sam Yeager on the defensive line is going to be a huge commodity. That pass deep is caught, taking the lid off the defense. David Garris has a 1st down, and that's more passing yards than Usman's had all night combined.
Yeah, finally we get the show that we've been expecting, the Usman Gear show right here, catching the ball like usual, later than expected.
David Gears makes the play, 1st and 10 at the 23 for Salt Lake. Hand off to Sawyer Stern, who's had a great first half. He's wrapped up pretty quick. It's just a 1-yard pickup. First to the scene, Bogey Barr, the outside linebacker.
Yep, Bogey Barr, the first guy there. And he's a pretty big guy if you want to draft him. 6'4", 246. if you need a big light like that, Bogey Bar is your man in the draft.
Heavy set here for Lexington. Usman breaking down, steps away, and it is caught in the back of the end zone. Nobody was on him. Wide open was the second tight end, Grant Nelson. Everyone forgot about him.
Like, nobody remembered. It's like, where's 49? Where's Nelson? I don't know. Wait, he's in the end zone. He caught the ball. Touchdown. And Salt Lake City goes, dang it, we had him. I thought we had him, but we didn't.
This has been an unconventional first half if I've ever seen one. We've had a safety, 3 field goals, 2 from 50 yards. The backup tight end catching a wide open pass deep in the end zone all by himself. It's just been wild here in the first half, and Lexington has scored 11 unanswered to take the lead.
Oh my goodness! It's like, what is this? I haven't seen this all season or in season 17 of the last season in the SFL. This is crazy.
And don't forget 4 touches for the fullback already. The newcomer, Scott Powell, 12-6. Lexington now leading Salt Lake. So for Boise, at this point, they're getting half of the equation. They need a Salt Lake City loss, but they also need to win, and they still trail 10-0 in the third quarter.
Yeah, you need these, dominoes to fall, and they ain't falling yet.
This will be returned out of the end zone, and all that did was waste about 5 seconds on the clock. First down to the 21-yard line.
Yeah, and I'm like, with all these playoff situations right now, it's like Lexington is winning and Boise is losing. It's like, what domino's going to fall once the clocks all hit 0?
First and 10 at the 21-yard line. Jeff Gagne in the chat saying Lexington keeps it fun. I agree. Handoff Logan Lee. Shed a tackle, picked up 3. Bullock with yet another stop. If you're new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game into one. Team strategies are being executed in real time by our simulations as real-life players compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website at simulationfl.net. The SFL, we put the fan in fantasy. Second down for Salt Lake, down 12-6. And Slider slips one in there to Lottie Lou. First down to the 40. Lottie Lou having an impressive first half, moves the chains for the Rustlers.
Yeah, if somebody needs a wide receiver in the draft, get Lottie Lou. Maybe, I don't know if he's going to be a first round, second round, but this guy's been catching balls all night.
Improving his draft stock tonight, as he did on the Fights and Insights show with Axel Raven, and as Mike Savage did earlier tonight with Tacoma, over 200 yards and a couple of touchdowns on 10 grabs to help the Grizzlies to a win. What a run by Logan Lee, able to cut it all the way outside and then spins back inside to pick up 6.
Yeah, 6 yards. Let there be a Lee in the run. And I guess they went then in this play, they went Lee and trust.
Second and 4 at the 46-yard line. 5:38 to go. Handoff Logan Lee, fighting for the first down, sticks. And he's put down at the 48-yard line. We'll bring up a 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, it's like Logan Lee was fighting for the first down. Salt Lake right now fighting for their playoff kind of a life, but they don't have one right now.
The Cougs.com pointing out that Aaron Gooden wants to point out that he leads the SFL in tackles, and they're right. 87 total tackles for Aaron Gooden. Bogey Barr's second was 79. I must have been looking at something before last week's stats were updated, but Barr and Gooden trading blows. Aaron Gooden has been dominating the Boise offense tonight as the flight right now is still shutting out the Mud Dogs.
Yeah, there's and Salt Lake is going for it on 4th down and 2.
Down to 8 on the play clock, hoping to get Lexington to jump. We've seen everything else in the first half, and Lexington not falling for that. So Salt Lake going to probably punt it away here. Not a bad timeout late in the half. Try to pin the Miners deep.
Yeah, pin them deep, and this game isn't all like if you're playing SFL Scoregami, you're a winner right now.
(12-6). Chat shoutouts: Travis Arthur, Jeff Gagne, Ted Stern, Scott Powell, Saeed Gore, Lottie Lou, Cougs.com, Ethan Kai, Ernest McCrae, Johnny Reno, looking on for Tacoma, Frank Wade. Cougs.com is Sabo Cannon. And Aaron Gooden now owes you a beer. That's awesome. Good on you, Sabo. And let me know if I'm saying that correctly, by the way, so I can add it to the guide.
Yeah. Yeah, he might owe you that at the next convention.
First down for the Miners at their own 18-yard line. 5:01 to go. Sabo. Thank you. Appreciate that. Hand off to broken tackle, Sawyer Stern. 8-yard pickup. 53 yards on 6 carries. Evans on the tackle.
Yeah. It's like they've been trying to get Stern, but then, earlier they bring in Powell, but finally they, use Stern, and everything seems all right for Lexington.
Hand off to Stern. That's a loss of 1, so 3rd down and 3 coming up. Sabo, I just want to make sure I get this right before we move on with the ball game. Sabo Kanan? Let me know if that's right. Sabo Kanan. I'll make sure I get it in the sheet correctly. 3rd down and 3 at the 25. Usman all day, deep down the field. It's picked off right at the last second. That pass is hauled in by Edwin Crow. Kind of wish it was Sabo now that we're working on his name. First down to the Lexington 39-yard line. What a pick.
Yeah, what a pick. Crow just went in there like a crow and just grabbed I guess you say a cob of corn, like, the football like it's a cob of corn in his mouth. Yeah, when I'm talking about the bird crow when they eat the corn.
Right. Hey, sometimes the old noggin, I can't process things. Lots going on here in the SFLm right now. Under 4 minutes to go in the first half. Salt Lake's got the football again off the Usman interception. This secondary's been playing really well. Handoff Logan Lee picks up 4 to the 35-yard line. Tackle made by Isabella Blackwell.
Yeah, it's like Salt Lake's been running this ball and then hitting with Lottie Lou later on in downs. And then Lexington just can't figure out where to go from there on the defensive side of the ball.
Second down and 6. Pass outside to Logan Lee. And Lee only manages 4, although it will put them in better 3rd down position. 3rd down and short coming up. Could be, if Lexington can get a stop, another long field goal for Jordan Bradshaw.
Yeah, long field goals for Bradshaw have been picture perfect both times. Let's see if Salt Lake can do it again.
Third down and 2. And play fake again. Stepping up in the pocket. Oh, almost a phenomenal throw by Kenny Slider, but the ball is knocked away, and it'll force a 4th down.
Yeah, that was the linebacker, I believe, that knocked down the ball there in front of trying to get the Lottie or whoever it was on the offensive side there.
San Jose just missed a field goal, so it's still 10-0 there late in the 3rd quarter. Salt Lake trying to make it 3 for 3 tonight for Jordan Bradshaw, which would make this a 12-9 game. Low, bad snap. Not a lot of pressure, though, on Bradshaw. And, Bradshaw missed it to the right. No good.
Well, what happens in the San Jose game happens here right now. Mirror images of each other.
Crazy. Wide right. That snap was not good for the jump and wrecked Bradshaw's timing, and Lexington's going to hold on to their 6-point lead.
Yeah, that was just bad luck for Bradshaw. Just very bad luck.
Four wide for Jaleel Usman, the second, coming off the interception, going long, and it's picked. Oh, what a great play by Michael Sudduth, playing defender, knocked away what was going to be another interception in the hands of the Rustler secondary.
Wow, that was amazing. That was like Sudduth became defender, and the Salt Lake defender became the offensive guy. That's just amazing play.
That is the definition of the problems the Miners have had over the middle. Sudduth getting more opportunities as a defender so far than as a tight end. Usman, clean pocket again, fires down the field, picked, and then the block. Going down the field, Dedrick Law to the Lexington 35-yard line. Usman now has 3 interceptions, all deep middle, and the Rustlers are hanging around.
Yep, and Usman fought the law, and the law won on this interception here. As he cuts in front of Powell, and Law just says, "Thank you for the ball. Take this a few yards."
Lawrence Perry, yet another tight end targeted. Of course, Grant Nelson caught the touchdown. Frank Wade in the chat with some breaking news. The second edition of the tight end calendar will be coming out January 1st. Calling all tight ends. DM Garrison, the franchise blue, if you have interest in being in it. And they should put John Michael Sudduth's defensive play in that calendar. There goes Logan Lee, untouched inside the 10, down to the 6-yard line, first down, Salt Lake.
Holy moly, that was like blocking perfection by Salt Lake, and Lexington did not know what to do with it. It just, look how many blockers there are. There's a lot of blockers, and, it takes one blocker to break, make a hole, and then thank God Isabella Blackwell was there for this touchdown-saving tackle.
First and goal at the 6. And we won't get another play before the 2-minute warning. Lexington has scored 12 straight, but they have turned into a turnover machine in the second quarter. Rustlers trying to take advantage and regain the lead. This is SFLm action on YouTube. Two minutes to go in the first half. Slider fires it outside. Logan Lee inside the 5. Wrestled down at the 3-yard line. Another sure tackle by Darrell Bullock. The best tackling defensive backs I've seen all season.
Yeah, well, Bullock, it's like every time Logan Lee has the ball, Bullock is just there to tackle him down.
Fourth quarter now in San Jose, and Boise's comeback season is falling apart here. Still down 10-0. Logan Lee takes a handoff touchdown. Lexington trying to chase him from behind. Just could not get to him in time, and we're tied at 12.
Holy moly, that was just... I think Lexington was trying to go for a goal line stand, but they just got confused, and all the blockers for Salt Lake just let Logan Lee get into the end zone like that.
So the extra point from Jordan Bradshaw, who just missed a field goal, could give the Rustlers the lead.
Yeah, good. Yeah, it's called, forget that field goal and make the extra point here.
Bradshaw, lefty, is good. And it's 13-12. Salt Lake gives us our second lead change of the night. And Lexington's playoff hopes hanging the balance up once again.
Yep, once again, Lexington has to score again because this game has been back and forth. You got safeties, you got field goals, touchdowns. It's like, what in the world of sports is going on with this game?
From the 2, Miners on the return, out past the 20 to the 23-yard line, and that's where Lexington will set up. The time is almost here. The SFL Season 18 Rookie Draft gets underway Thursday, December 30th on SFL Twitch. The full draft order and the length of draft will be released once signings close at 11:59 p.m. Central on Monday, December 27th. With live rookie cams, analysis from all across the league, and edge-of-your-seat excitement, the Rookie Draft is the pinnacle of the offseason. Where will you go? The SFL Rookie Draft, Thursday, December 30th. Handoff Sawyer Stern, and this time, not much there. Bogey Barr patrols that left side. There's Stern's numbers, led in part by that 30-yarder, and it brings up second down.
Yeah, it's like example, like the Lexington, like Bullock was there for against Lee. This time it's Barr against Stern.
Second down, clock is ticking. Lexington seems pretty content. Free play off the jump of the offside. Usman down the field in between four different defenders. A perfect ball there from Jaleel. Pass hauled in by Garris. Patton still does not have a catch in the first half, and Lexington will decline the penalty. It will stop the clock.
Decline the penalty, and I think that was a very tight window there for Usman to throw to Gears, I believe, right there. Because you got a lot of Salt Lake defenders there on Gears.
Kanan saying in the chat, throw it to me. His teammates, Edwin Crow and Dedrick Law, already have a pick tonight, as does Evans. Kanan and Custer still waiting for theirs. 43 seconds to go in the first half. Usman going deep down the field. It is incomplete. It didn't look deflected. Garris may have dropped a wide open ball down the field. Hard to tell. See if we can get a look at it.
Yeah, I think it looked like Gears dropped. No, it was tipped by Crow. Yeah, tipped by him. Play. Yeah, very nice play there by Crow. It's like defensive ballet, you know?
9:52 to go in the fourth quarter in San Jose, and Trellis Blanton for Boise has 43 passing yards.
What is going on with Trellis tonight? What the heck?
I don't know. I can't believe I just saw that stat line come up. 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line. Usman the second. Somebody got waxed on the offensive front, and Powell hauls in another ball to set up a 3rd down and 8. It will stop the clock with 34 seconds to go.
Yeah, I think it was Stern that got, walloped there, I think, on the Powell pass there. I couldn't even tell.
Two in the backfield for Usman the second. 34 seconds. Clock is stopped. Still 2 timeouts for Lexington. Play fake. Usman going deep down the field. That pass is tipped away. Frankie Custer. What a play. This Salt Lake secondary, terrific. Forces a 4th down.
Yeah, this secondary tonight has just been 3 interceptions and a bunch of tip balls. Where was this all season long? Where was this Salt Lake City defense all season long? That's what I have to ask.
Salt Lake defense, 3rd in the SFLm, giving up just shy of 20 points a game. 322 yards of total offense given up. That's also 3rd. Above average. They're playing exceptional tonight here in the first half, as their offense will start from the 23-yard line.
Yeah, this is amazing. It's like everything is coming in threes for Salt Lake this year. Everything is like clicking, for the defensive side of the ball for Salt Lake.
First down for Kenny Slider. Slider steps up, hit as he threw nearly a fumble. But Corey Dobbins, a split second too late. Otherwise, it would have been incomplete pass.
Yeah, Dobbins there. Woo, baby, he just whacked Kenny Slider. Thank God that wasn't a sack, because that could have been a worse situation.
Second and 10 at the 23. Slider out of the shotgun, split backs, staying aggressive, going deep down the field. It's picked off. Did have a receiver open. but the throw was poor. Blow was the intended receiver, and Travis Arthur with the interception now sets Lexington up with 13 seconds to go in the half.
Yeah, wow. It's like, I think that's the first interception for Travis Arthur tonight. It's like Salt Lake City offense was so clean. Every pass was perfect, and then Travis Arthur happened.
I stand corrected. Sawyer Stern Callie Blow was not open at all on that play. Good coverage by Arthur. So now can Lexington get into field goal range here? Usman fires an outside out route, stops the clock, 9 seconds to go. Good ball. Makes it a 6-yard pickup. And with the way the wind is blowing on this side of the field, Justin, this is makeable here.
Yeah, very makeable. It's like if you hit that 51 mark there, Beisel could kick it, and get it through.
Brooks going to come out, try to boot this one. This is a 53-yard field goal, which is the ultimate rarity in SFLm. Can Beisel nail it here to give Lexington the lead heading into the half? Snaps good. Beisel from 53 yards. It is off the upright, and no, it's no good. Oh, my goodness, drama as the ball hits the crossbar. No good before the half.
Wow, shades of, I believe, Parkey from Chicago. Remember that? Oh, my goodness. Oh, man.
Almost hopped through like Tucker's, but it wasn't to be for Beisel in Lexington. Well, look at this. Salt Lake's going to go Hail Mary. Neither one of these teams wants this half to die. Slider, all kinds of time to throw. It is a throw, and got just nailed in the backfield by Rodenbush, and that ends the first half with Salt Lake up 13-12. A very entertaining first half of play in Kentucky. Your thoughts, Justin?
Wow, I agree with you, Cam. Very entertaining first half. It was like scoregami. It's like Salt Lake City gets 2 field goals. Lexington comes back with a safety and then a touchdown of their own, and then Salt Lake comes back with a touchdown. It's like just scoring madness here in Kentucky. Holy moly.
Neither team has 100 yards rushing or passing in the first half. 5 combined turnovers. We had the safety, fullbacks involved, backup tight ends involved, tight ends playing defense. And when it's all said and done, it's 13-12 Salt Lake. If these results hold, if Boise loses and Salt Lake wins, then Tacoma is in with a Salt Lake victory. And Memphis is in with a Lexington loss. So Memphis and Tacoma, not the 2 teams playing right now, would back their way into the playoffs if the results held right now.
Wow, that would be just, what in the world is these playoffs? It's like Memphis is off and Tacoma already won their game. It's like playoff bonanza. It's like these scores got to hold. That's all that's got to happen here, right now.
Plenty of highlights in the first half. You can always tell when the music ends and we're only at 6-5 in the recap. This was the play of the half here. I don't know how this guy gets so wide open.
Yeah, how does it get so wide open like that? It's like there was no secondary guy in the vicinity of that pass.
Law, Crow, Evans, all with interceptions for the Rustlers in the first. Woodson and Bullock played terrific at corner for the Miners. Arthur's got a pick. Thomas Matthews got the safety. Corey Dobbins got some pressure. Dalton's been holding down Logan Lee as best he can. Although this Lee's best run of the half.
Yeah, it's second half's got to have fireworks, hopefully. Because if you want these scores to hold, you got to have second half fireworks in this one. Because I'm like these games. Go ahead, Cam.
No, go ahead, Justin.
Yeah, I thought this game would be very more like excited to Salt Lake City, but right now it's like it's who wants it more type of game tonight.
Salt Lake and Lexington getting ready to tee it up to start the second half. Lexington gets the ball to start the second. We're underway. From the 1-yard line. Not as strong of a kickoff there. The Miners get up to the 25-yard line. Called a game a few weeks ago where Lexington returned the opening half, the second half kickoff for a touchdown, but not to be tonight. And Usman will start from the 25.
Yeah, not a. I think I saw that way touchdown kickoff return. I was like surprised that even happened in that one.
Three receivers for Usman the second, and he's going long to start the half. Wide open, David Gears. Gears breaks a tackle. 30, 20. It's not an opening kickoff, but it'll do. Touchdown, Lexington. They retake the lead.
Like I said during that whole halftime talk, we got the fireworks going. It's the Usman Gears connection that starts the fireworks for the second half.
Just burns. Corner, Edwin Crow on the outside. Crow got a little greedy. And all the way down the field, untouched. David scores.
I think that was like 67 yards or so on that touchdown.
Doug Brown just fumbled. And San Jose has recovered the fumble. It has been a house of horrors for Boise's offense tonight, as San Jose's done a remarkable job holding them down. Lexington, thanks to David Gears, now has a 19-13 lead, and don't forget Usman the second, getting him a perfect pass.
Yeah, that was a perfect pass, and now all the cards are going the other way instead of the way we were before the halftime.
That is the third lead change of the night, and we're just starting the third quarter. We got a long way to go in this one. We have that first half was an hour. Justin, I mean, this game is drawing out the drama. There's no question about that.
Yeah, that's what happens when you have SFL late night games can, turn on a dime.
If Boise loses, they're obviously eliminated, so there's three teams fighting for two spots. As that pass is hauled in for a 1-yard pickup for Brian Murphy. But all of the games, if San Jose wins, Memphis clinches a playoff spot. But otherwise, we're still wondering who's going to get this last spot here. As Logan Lee fires it out for a 3-yard pickup, it'll set up a 3rd and 6.
Yeah, it's like if Memphis clinches, it's like that fourth dance spot in the dance card is going to be, somebody's going to fill it.
That's basically what we're looking for. And after Madison's stunning narrow 24-16 victory over Annapolis, the Lynx held on as Lee will get the first down. What a play by Logan Lee to the 35. He got a block, made one man miss, and Salt Lake moves the chains. Best play of the night from Logan Lee.
Yeah, I like that play by Logan Lee because he first catch of the ball.
Woo!
And there's that block you talked about, and then, oh my goodness, that was a play. Somebody clip that, please.
Lottie Lou getting it done on the outside, too. Slider's out of the shotgun. 9:10 to go in the third quarter. Slider into traffic. I'm not sure what he was thinking there. Is not open was Grant Hickman. Bullock with some more terrific coverage will set up second down.
Yeah, I thought once Bullock knocked that ball down, I thought Isabella Blackwell would get her on her hands and get the INT, but it's not to be. It just ball harmlessly falls to the turf.
Second down and 10. Slider is, oh boy. Burn that tape.
Yeah, burn
I don't
that
even
tape.
know what you call that from the whole offense. that was just not good all the way around.
Yeah, jump on if you watch that play. Avert your eyes, please.
Not Brian Murphy or Kenny Slider's finest of moments. San Jose's got another field goal, 13-0. There's just 2:17 left in that game, so Boise's going to have to turn it on really quickly. Third down and 10 at the 35-yard line for Slider. Slider against a blitz. Slider hit as he threw. Blitz almost got the sack. In the end, it was the defensive tackle, Darren Fuller, who made the play, and a really nice stand for Lexington's defense. The Rustlers' drive ends in a whimper.
Yeah, nice job there by Fuller to bring pressure onto Slider there. It's just, it's pressure on the quarterback. Always pressure.
So a rare punt tonight. Seen a bunch of turnovers and a bunch of scoring. And Lexington will start from the 30-yard line.
Yeah, Lexington, good job on the defensive side of the ball. Now we give it, now they give it to Usman and the offense. See what happens here. If they can, if we could see another Gears Usman connection, it's pretty much Lexington's game from here on out.
8:53 to go in the third quarter. That long bomb to David Gears the difference here in this second half. Usman back to pass once more, deep down the field, and that one's just dropped right off the hands of Lawrence Perry. Still haven't seen Grant Nelson even targeted since he caught that wide open touchdown. Bring up second and 10.
Yeah, we haven't seen that. We've seen Perry, but we haven't seen the other defensive tackle, like you said, or tight end, like you said, Cam.
Second down and 10. Heavy set here. Hand it off. Sawyer Stern trying to get outside. Not much there. Salt Lake's defense has really clamped down on Sawyer Stern as of late. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Yeah, it's just Salt Lake defense has just gotten to Stern like a homing missile. They just see him and tackle.
Empty backfield, 5 wide. Lexington continues to stay aggressive against this secondary. Usman avoids a sack. Sidearm throw is caught. I don't even know how he saw the open receiver, and the pass was hauled in by Chris Armstrong. Look at this play again.
How did he find Armstrong and all that?
How could he even see? What a throw.
Yeah, how many? It was like 4 Salt Lake City defenders. How did Usman find Armstrong? What the heck was that? Wow.
Best pass of the night for Usman when you consider the degree of difficulty. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Usman all day because Salt Lake's sitting back in pressure and couldn't get it. And that was the chance for Sabo Kanan, but it falls incomplete.
Yeah, that was a chance for Kenan to join the proverbial interception party, but his invitation was lost in the mail.
Thomas Matthews in the chat saying Usman looking like Lamar there. I would agree. Second down and 10 at the 49-yard line of Salt Lake. Usman's pass is caught again near a first down. That's Patton with his first catch of the night. Another great throw.
Yeah, great throw there by Usman, and that's like Zach Patton, where you been, buddy? We haven't seen you caught a ball. Now you finally caught one.
Well, Boise's comeback after starting 0-4 is going to fall short as Sawyer Stern takes the handoff, gets the first down to the 32-yard line. It's 13-0 in San Jose as you look at Stern's updated numbers. But Boise just turned the ball over on downs. They are going to be shut out in that ball game.
Yeah, I think it's the first shutout all season long, I think, once this score goes final between San Jose and Boise.
First and 10 at the 32. Usman going long. It's caught. It's a touchdown. David Gears again. And Lexington is opening the ball game up.
The barn doors have opened for David Gears. It's touchdown number 2 on the night. And Usman does it again. Like a magic, like something he decided to bring this second half he didn't have in the first half. It's like Usman woke up and like, oh, I have David Gears. Here you go.
So with San Jose's win, Memphis is now in the playoffs. The Memphis River Runners have clinched a playoff spot. Not necessarily the number 3 seed, but the 3rd team to clinch a playoff spot. Lexington's extra point is good, and now it's 26-13, and it all comes down to this. If Lexington wins, they get the last spot. If Salt Lake wins, Tacoma gets the last spot.
Yeah, somebody's playing Madison. It's either Lexington or Tacoma.
From the goal line on the return to the 23.
Yeah, and this playoff picture now with Memphis in the playoff, it's like a whole different animal now. It's so much pressure off Memphis now that they're finally finding out that, hey, we're in the playoffs thanks to San Jose winning tonight.
If Salt Lake wins, Memphis would be the 3 seed and would play Annapolis. If Lexington wins, Memphis would be the 4 seed and play Madison.
Oh, boy.
And, boy, I stand corrected, actually. Boise just got a long bomb. They got the ball back with about 30 seconds to go. Nearly scored a touchdown. Maybe I counted Boise out a little bit too quickly there. We'll keep an eye on it. 2nd and 5 for Salt Lake.
Yeah, as they say, don't count your chickens before they hatch.
2nd and 5. Again, if the San Jose result holds, Memphis is the 3 seed if Salt Lake wins. They are the 4 seed if Lexington wins. That would make Lexington the 3 seed. Tacoma would be the 4 seed and play Madison. That's their only way in. Offside call against Lexington will move the chains.
Yeah. That is just a playoff picture that you don't want. You want Lexington in favor of right now because they're in the lead.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line, 5:35 to go in the 3rd quarter. Sliders out of the gun. And that pass is dropped. I mean, that is just a straight drop. Is that Lou on the outside? Wow. Burn that tape too. Salt Lake is having some problems with offensive consistency in the second half. It's really been a struggle.
Yeah, really been a struggle, and a lot of tapes to not, like you said, burn in the fire probably.
Three receivers all to the right side. And sliders, passes, drop by Blow. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable drop passes. First slightly lower than Cali. What is going on in Salt Lake right now? What is this? Dropping balls like there's no tomorrow.
That is back-to-back drops by star receivers for Salt Lake. And the Rustlers look asleep at the wheel here in the second half.
Yeah, they're looking like they need the coffee right now on a or some kind of energy drink or something.
Slider, 3rd and 10. Pass, incomplete. May have been dropped again. Grant Hickman, another Salt Lake drop. And they have to punt the football.
Wow, 3 drops in a row. What is Salt Lake becoming right now? It's like, wow. It's like this is a different Salt Lake team than last week and in the previous seasons.
Here's your updated playoff scenarios there on the screen just above the down and distance. Memphis is in. They have clinched a playoff spot. If Salt Lake City wins, then Tacoma is also in. Lexington is in with a win.
Yeah, somebody's getting that 4th spot. It's Tacoma or Lexington. That's all that needs to be decided here. But it's Lexington right now.
Yeah, Lexington in control right now. They have played phenomenally here in the second half, outscoring Salt Lake 14-0. Usman. I mean, this offensive line putting in some work. That pass is caught. That is Lawrence Perry. Gets 8 yards. Nice play by Perry.
Yeah, nice play by Perry.
Whoa, Aaron Gooden. I'm sorry to cut you off, Justin. Aaron Gooden, 20 solo tackles for San Jose tonight in their victory. I think that's a record.
Oh, my God. That is a record for sure. I don't know if you have to go into the books there, Cam, later tonight after you set the playoff bracket, but holy moly.
That leaves Gooden with 107 solo tackles in 8 games. He is going to be a top target along with Bogey Barr defensively. The handoff goes to Stern. Stern got a first down, got his head taken off. And Stern, very slow to get up. I didn't think he was going to get up.
Yeah, I didn't think he was going to get it either. But back to the whole Barr Gooden situation. I don't know if they're going to be on the Vegas board once these games are over or something like that. I don't know. I'll have to talk to John about that later.
Pass is dropped on the outside. Incomplete. Michael Sudduth having a rough night. Brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, rough night for Sudduth. Maybe just burn the tapes right now for his passes right now because I don't know.
4:06 to go in the third. It's now a final. In San Jose, 13-0.
Wow, 13-0.
Stern gets the carry, only picks up a yard. Lexington is in control. It hasn't always been that way. If you're just joining us, there's been 4 lead changes in this ball game. It was at 1.6-5 off of a safety, thanks to Lexington's Thomas Matthews, outside linebacker. 13-12 was the Salt Lake lead at the half, but David Gears has back-to-back touchdowns in the third quarter. Lexington's up by 13, and this bomb is caught for a first down to the 30-yard line, and that is another different receiver on this Lexington team with a catch. Brian Way with the reception.
It's Usman throwing to every receiver. First Way and Gears and Patton. Everybody's gotten the ball tonight.
So if you're just joining us, Memphis is in the playoffs. They have clinched a playoff spot. They will be the number 3 seed if Salt Lake City wins, and they will be the number 4 seed if Lexington wins. And if Lexington wins, they are in, and Tacoma is out. And if Lexington loses, Tacoma is in as the 4 seed. Usman is sacked for a loss of 1. That's Sam Yeager.
Yeah, Yeager there coming from his defensive line spot to sack Usman there, and it's like a crazy playoff picture right now. Crazy.
A pair of 3 and 4 teams in action right now. And the handoff goes to Sawyer Stern. Stern's going to get 8 yards. And Salt Lake may be wondering, hey, what if we win and we're 4-4? Why have we already been eliminated? Salt Lake, if they are tied with Tacoma and Memphis, the Rustlers lost to both Tacoma and Memphis earlier this season, and that is why the Rustlers are on the outside looking into the playoffs.
Yeah, looking at a window that is slowly closing for Salt Lake.
Well, it's closed. They're out. That was Tacoma earlier tonight. But for Lexington, or for Tacoma, I should say, rather, that is slowly closing on them right now. Lexington has looked phenomenal in the second half. Zach Patton with another catch for the first down and moves the Miners in the red zone. Lexington looks like a team right now, Justin, that knows the destiny is in their hands.
Yes, they know they had to play this game to win. They did not come in to tonight's game to lose, and even though they might have to go on the road.
Usman fires it outside. That pass hauled in, but just a 1-yard pickup. Good tackle on the outside by Edwin Crow.
Yes. As I go back to the playoff picture, it's like now Lexington either goes on the road to a very tough Annapolis team or to Madison. That is just not a pretty picture to go into the playoffs and get take a chance to go to the championship.
Yeah, either way you slice it, it's a tough stretch. Salt Lake lost to Memphis just after Thanksgiving, 24-13. That was a big loss, and then Salt Lake took it on the chin against Tacoma, 41-22 back on October 22nd. Those two games, the keys, as it's now 3rd and 3 at the 8. A field goal keeps it a 2-score game.
Yeah, it's if you're Lexington right now, just find Gears in the end zone, or maybe even Nelson if you have him out there.
They're going to hand it off on 3rd and 3, and Bogey Barr wants none of that. Drops them for just a 1-yard gain. So Lexington's going to end up having to kick a field goal after all. What do you know? Another field goal in this game. And that'll keep it a 2-score ball game, but would be 17 unanswered for Lexington here in the 3rd.
Yeah, it's like 17. No, you got to have 17 unanswered, and Salt Lake is going to be wondering, when can we answer these 17 points that are coming on the board right now?
Five seconds to go in the 3rd. They don't technically have to snap it before the quarter, but the Miners will. It'll be the last play of the quarter, and the chip shot field goal for Brooke Beisel is good. 29-13. The Miners have a 16-point advantage thanks to 17 unanswered in the 3rd quarter. Salt Lake's spoiler hopes running on empty as the Miners look to shut the door on Tacoma. 11 minutes to go in the regular season. Along with Justin Reside, I'm Cameron Irvine. Happy that you are joining us here on a wonderful Friday night of football. Tacoma and, Tacoma now looking on, Memphis looking on, Annapolis, Madison looking on to see who they will play in the first round. And SFLm playoff games will be in your stockings before and after Christmas, with the semifinals coming up Wednesday, December 22nd, and the 4th SFLm Championship Wednesday, December 29th. All SFLm action is right here on SFL YouTube each week. Don't miss another champion crowned. SFLm playoffs are on the sleigh, headed your way. 1st and 10 of the 23, and Logan Lee spun right into a tackle. Bring up 2nd down. That's Forrest Dalton with the stop. Lee's up to 69 yards. And, no matter how you slice it, Justin, Annapolis and Madison got to be the favorites. A pair of 7-1 squads going to be taking on a pair of 4-4 squads. And, boy, wouldn't that be a huge upset. Hey, we've seen it before. Albuquerque was unbeaten in the playoffs, got upset last season.
Yeah, we saw, and I think it was this Salt. Wasn't it the same?
It was.
This Salt Lake.
Yeah, no, you're right, Justin. It was the Salt Lake team. After they got bludgeoned by Albuquerque the last week of the season, they turned around and beat them in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's like a flip of the script, It can happen in the playoffs, You lost in the regular season either to Madison or Annapolis, and you can flip the script right back and, it's the playoffs. Anything can happen.
All you got to do is get into the dance. That pass is hauled in and caught I don't know how that's physically possible, as Kenny Slider got his arm hit. Brian Murphy, nice haul in. We're not going to see the pass, but Murphy was sure hands. That ball was a wobbler.
Yeah, that was a duck ball for sure, and Murphy just got it with his hands, got it with his big paws there on that catch.
Cougs.com in the chat says, the SFL, where a guy like Aaron Gooden, who can't finish a cheeseburger, can set records. I'm guessing that Sabo and Aaron Gooden are friends, given what he's talking about. But still, the point resonates. That's exactly what the SFL is all about. That's the fullback, Fred Willows, getting a reception. Woodson on the stop will bring up 2nd and 9. That clock is ticking away.
Yeah, that clock is ticking away, and Salt Lake's, packing, it's almost like Salt Lake's ready to, as the clock ticks away, the Salt Lake bags are ready to be packed.
You feel like one more big play for Lexington could shut this door here. 8:58 to go in the fourth quarter. 2nd down and 9. Slider steps up in the pocket, double coverage. And I'm not going to put that one on Lou. Tried to throw that one into a phone booth, and it's incomplete. 3rd down.
Yeah, or a phone booth or one of those soundproof booths you see, you get, you watch on a game show or something like that. It was just tight, too tight to throw.
So congrats to Aaron Gooden once again for San Jose. 20 solo tackles tonight, and set the SFL record for most tackles in a season. He is going to be a first-round prospect, no doubt about that. And that is Kenny Slider going down for a 2-yard loss. Salt Lake's going to have to punt the ball away. Lexington starting to party. Corey Dobbins with the sack.
Yeah, Corey, it's like the fans in Lexington are starting to, get out of their seats and start dancing right now because they're about to be in the playoffs.
Dobbins, another first-round prospect at defensive line. Of course, defensive linemen are always in need in the SFL as the Miners get the ball up to the 27-yard line. This is the time of year where you start to take a look at who's on the board and who all is out there. Corey Dobbins, the 4th highest graded player of all defensive ends. Angela Meerkat, Jabril Curse, Robert Cherry, Sam Yeager, who's also in this game, Anthony Stover, Jaden Taylor, Anthony Anderson on the board at defensive end. And yeah, that's what I thought, Hacker. The 20 solo in a game also breaks the single game record, and that's what I was thinking. Oh, both records were previously held by Gary Marks, another former Mud Dog. Good stat, Hack.
Hey, that's why Stack and I, Hacker and I work on the stats truck every, in season 17 and going back for season 18 coming up.
Coming up January 15th, schedule release show just last night. That was a lot of fun. And off to Stern, and Stern will pick up a few. 3rd down and 6 at the 32-yard line, and Lexington they're just fine with letting that clock tick away and Tacoma's season fading away after a phenomenal 2-0 start where their offense looked unstoppable. They're going to finish the season 4-4 and on the outside looking in.
Yep, they are just all the coaches in Tacoma right now in the locker room are like, we got to pack our stuff up now.
Pass is short of the goal line, so maybe not just yet, as Salt Lake, just by a hair, gets a stop away with the reception. Lexington will have to punt the football away, and if Salt Lake's going to do anything, this is probably the time.
Yeah, the time is now to do what they need to do.
Lexington only has one way in. That's the 3 seed. So Lexington knows if they win, they would go to Annapolis. Justin, in the SFLm, the championship game is hosted by the SFL team who is closest in proximity to a minor league ball club. Madison, your number 1 seed, I believe St. Louis would be the championship destination. Of course, Albuquerque and played in Arizona. We saw a game in Los Angeles when San Jose and Salt Lake were in the championship last season. If Annapolis ends up hosting the game as Logan Lee gets a first down, if Annapolis ends up hosting, obviously they'll be going to Baltimore to play at Vulture Stadium. That stadium has seen their fair share of championship games, and we'll find out who else has the opportunity to host, depending upon who gets the number 3 seed after tonight's results.
Yeah, it's like the if we go to Baltimore, that's the scene of the 17th championship crime.
Handoff. I'm not sure why Salt Lake is seemingly. They just haven't had any juice in this second half. Justin, it's been kind of surprising. They played really well in the first half, I thought.
Yeah, me too. I thought they played real good in the first half, but now it's like, did they have enough Gatorade on the sideline?
5:50 to go. And Slider is sacked. A loss of 2 yards. This time, Slider brought down by Mark Rams. And another 3rd and long for Salt Lake. 5.5 to go.
Yeah, Lexington is putting Salt Lake in these long situations like there's no tomorrow.
3rd and 9. Pass incomplete. It's 4th down. I think Salt Lake might punt this ball away. There's still 5:18 left. Plenty of time. By the way, fun fact, Annapolis is just under 30 miles from Baltimore. It's almost equal distant, but 31 or 32 miles from Washington, D.C., so Baltimore just a touch closer. That's where that game would be.
Yeah, a trip down the old 495.
You couldn't pay me to figure out the highways on the East Coast. I been a Southern boy all my life, so things are a little bit more spread out here.
Yeah, yeah, that's why I know I'm on the East Coast. So
yeah, you're on the East Coast. You can be my guide.
Your guide to New Jersey.
I'd love it, man. I've never been to New Jersey. I'd like to go experience some of that stuff. Sure, it'd be a good time. Definitely pick up some slots in Atlantic City, no question. That pass hauled in. The clock stops momentarily with 5:07 to go. There's the quarterback numbers. Rough night for Slider. So Lexington has shut out Salt Lake in the second half.
Yeah, shut out. Put a 0 on the board. Put a big on the board. Wherever you want to put it, it's just Slider's second half has just been not that good.
Jeff Gagne saying Boston is a nightmare to drive. I hear you. We were there for the draft in the Boston area in 2019, and that was not fun. If we can get the live draft back from Next Level Sports Studios, as there's a flag on a play, that may be PI. But their studios are in Baltimore, Maryland. So a potential winter 2023 draft to be held in Baltimore, Maryland. So stay tuned for that. That is pass interference against Sabo Kanan, and that's going to be a first down for Lexington. That does not help the Rustlers' cause.
Yeah, that does not. It's like does not help at all. That PI is just mistakes starting on the side of Salt Lake now.
Tacoma is fading with 4:49 to go in the fourth. Lexington needs to hold on. They'll make the playoffs. Memphis is in no matter what. Fullback handoff picks up 5. Scott Powell, the ultimate diversion. Powell having a great night. Signed just 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, Powell's been the rabbit out of the hat for Lexington all night long.
Crow with 2 picks, but it hasn't mattered in this second half. Lexington's offense has shown great balance, and Usman has not stopped going deep. despite the 3 early interceptions, sometimes you see quarterbacks shy away after all that happens, but Usman has really been fearless tonight, laying it all on the line for the Miners trying to make the playoffs. As Stern picked up a maybe half-yard gain. Law on the tackle, under 4 to go. Salt Lake needs a stop right here, right now.
Yeah, they need to stop, and they need to stop right here. Because if they have any chance to win this game, they need to stop Lexington at this point.
.342 to go. So far, we have not had the drama in the late block that we thought we were going to get. Boise's offense goes to sleep, loses 13-0 to San Jose earlier tonight. And this is a 2-score game late in the ball game. 3rd and 4, a first down could seal it, and Stern's going to lose 3 yards. Bogey Barr once again putting the Rustlers on his back. Salt Lake's got a shot here with 3:15 and counting.
Yep, they got a shot because Bogey Barr, if Bogey Barr didn't stop Stern for that 3-yard loss, it would have all been over for the Salt Lake.
If Lexington can hold on, that's a big win for Ethan Kai in his first season leading the charge of a minor league franchise. Of course, over in Houston in the SFL, they just got the Horals to commit to this season, so big get for them. Salt Lake up to the 29-yard line for Memphis. Their new guy in charge, Jay Hayden, been working the books, working with Eddie in Arizona, getting Memphis to the playoffs along with Rain Rie and company. So shout outs to those guys. And of course, if Tacoma can pull it off, then they'd be in it too. Jalen Wells, Tori Hanzo, Ezekiel Love, the group over in Tacoma, played great tonight. This may not be enough as that pass is caught for a 2-yard gain, but Salt Lake's got to hurry now.
Yeah, they got to hurry. You got to run this hurry-up offense right now.
Slider hit as he threw. That's going to stop the clock. And again, Corey Dobbins in his face. Dobbins has had a hell of a second half.
Yeah, Dobbins, woo, he's been Mr. Everywhere. It's like every time Kenny has the ball, it's like, oh, crap, here comes Dobbins in my face. I got to throw it now.
It has been 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, 3rd and 11, 3rd and 13, all second half for Salt Lake, and that has put Slider in a really difficult spot. Slider hit as he threw again. That's at least the 4th time he's been popped as he's tried to throw the football, and it's all or nothing here on 4th down now.
Yep, all or nothing. It's like, it's now or never, or I can't even think of a High School Musical reference right now.
Lexington wins, they would play Annapolis. Memphis has to start prepping for Madison. 4th and 8, 2:20 to go in the 4th. Slider, shotgun. Pass deep down the field. Wide open, caught! Kelly Blow to the Lexington 34. What a play!
What a play. Kelly Blow just saved Slider's bacon on that 3rd down.
Running to the line to get another play off before the 2-minute warning, and they do. And Slider's pass is picked off! And a first down for Lexington. Darryl Bullock, the Miners with 2 minutes to go, knocking on the door. And Kenny Slider makes the tackle. Salt Lake does have all 3 timeouts, but a first down is going to put this one to bed and send the Miners to the playoffs.
Yep, but first down, Miners in the playoffs. I guess the Miners can officially put that, playoff celebration champagne on ice.
And they hand it off to Powell, the fullback, to pick up 4 yards. Stops the clock. They've been a great 1-2 punch tonight.
Yeah, 1-2. It's like you got to bring that to the playoffs now because Powell and Stern, you got to bring that to the dance because it's what brought you to the dance tonight.
Pair of 7-1 teams at the top, but we have seen upsets in the SFLm playoffs before. Salt Lake's been on the winning side of one of those. Can Lexington or Memphis be on the winning side as Stern near a first down? Just a couple more inches will seal the deal.
Yeah, and speaking of that, we have Madison's won the championship before, so they can go for a second one in these playoffs that's coming up next week.
So in this scenario, with Lexington, Memphis, and Tacoma all finishing at 4-4, you say, well, how did Tacoma miss the playoffs? Well, they lost to both Lexington and Memphis. Tacoma lost a shootout to Memphis last week, as that is a first down for Lexington, and Salt Lake has to burn their last time out. But Tacoma lost to Memphis in a shootout last week, 45-35, and then they also lost a nail-biter to Lexington October 29th, 13-10. That's why Tacoma is on the outside looking in as the first down run goes to Trent Wentworth, and Lexington can celebrate after a couple kneel downs now as the Miners and the River Runners secure playoff spots on the last night of the regular season.
What a season for Lexington and Memphis this year, both getting in the playoffs. It's like probably a dream come true for both teams.
Tough to finish the season at 500 if you're Tacoma, but it was a good run. They did beat Boise. They beat Salt Lake. They beat San Jose, and they beat Ottawa. But at the end of the day, Justin, if you beat the four teams that are all below you in the standings, that's just not good enough. Tacoma just does not have a signature win on their resume.
Yep, they do not, and it's just Memphis, Lexington, Madison, and Annapolis all fighting for one championship, one crown.
And after last season, remember, Justin, last season almost all the playoffs were in the West. And now this season it's all out east with Kentucky, Tennessee, Maryland, and Wisconsin getting their teams into the dance.
Yeah, it's an all East Coast fight. No West Coasters this year.
One more kneel down for Jaleel Usman III, who shook off a very rough first half to complete a terrific second half of football. And for Salt Lake, they got a lot of great pieces. Bogey Barr is going to be a high draft pick. Lottie Lou, I think, is going to get a lot of looks. Randy Fatt III on the offensive line, going to get some looks. Sam Yeager, defensive end. And then some guys in the secondary. Frankie Custer, quiet night tonight, but stands out. He's been a guy down there holding it down in Salt Lake for some time. And that is your ball game. The Lexington Miners are in the playoffs. They are the 3 seed by virtue of their victory over the Memphis River Runners earlier this season. Lexington topped Memphis. It was a while ago, but beat Memphis on October 15th, which started the season 24-10. That's the reason why Lexington gets to play Annapolis, and Memphis will have to go to Madison, the number 1 seed, after Madison took down Annapolis in an upset tonight, 24-16. You're looking at David Gears, who dominated the second half, and it's quite the scene here in Kentucky. Your thoughts, Justin?
Yeah, I just can't wait for these playoffs to start. For the East Coast teams that prove themselves, we can be the top 4 teams going into the playoffs. It's just a picture that was painted tonight that was perfectly painted.
Jaleel Usman had some incredible throws in the second half. Gears finished with 156 yards and 2 touchdowns on the night. Logan Lee, 84 yards and a touchdown in the loss, but Stern contributed 78 yards on his own. And after a 1-hour first half, we thankfully did not see a 1-hour second half here. Very late at SFL Studios. Even later in Kentucky, David Gears, 6 catches for 156 yards and 2 touchdowns, is your player of the game. And what a ball game. 29-13. Lexington beats Salt Lake, makes the playoffs along with Memphis. For Justin Reside, I'm Cameron Irvine. This has been a presentation of the Simulation Football League, presented by APM Music. And we will see you for the playoffs Wednesday, December 22nd, and for the All-Star Game tomorrow night on Twitch. Good night, everybody.